The Notes feature allows you to enter and retrieve various types of information relating to an applicant or tenant. Notes can be used to monitor verification progress, to document telephone conversations and office visits with or regarding an applicant or tenant, to issue a cash receipts message, or for whatever special documentation need you may have. Notes can be organized into categories, which you can customize to meet the specific needs of your housing authority. Notes can be added, deleted, edited, and sorted. You can also print notes in various ways: individual notes, selected notes, or specific note categories and date ranges. The Notes option is available in a multitude of areas within the HDS Win application, but the main way you'll generally be accessing it is by pulling up the applicant tenant file of an individual tenant or participant, selecting their account, and going into the Notes screen. If we wanted to add a note, we'd simply click on Add, and then we need to select a category from the list. I'm going to go ahead and choose the Other category. Now, if you wanted to create a category that does not already exist in this list, you can do that by going to Tools, Configuration, and Notepad Categories. Here in Notepad Categories, we'll see that there are two types of notes shown: fixed notes and user-defined notes. Fixed notes are ones that were created at the time of the install of HDS Win, and they cannot be changed by normal users. The user-defined notes are ones that have been created by people working at the housing authority over time. I'm going to go ahead and leave these the same, and here we just type our note in the large note memo field. And I'm just going to go ahead and type test note. If you wanted to track this note, you can check the reminder checkbox and enter a due on date. This will enable you to generate a reminder notes report in order for you to track the note and see if any follow-up is needed. When the reminder option is no longer needed, you can choose to mark the note as done or dismiss. Checking either option will remove the note from the Notes Reminder Report. You can get to the Notes Reminder Report by going to Applicant, Reports, and selecting Reminder Notes Report. And you can run this report for a specific note category, or you can choose to select all of them. You can filter it by specific users who may have entered the note, and you can also choose to filter it by date range. If we wanted to void a note, we just need to click on the note we want to get rid of, and then we just click void. Oh right, that was created by another user. I can't void it, but if I click on the one that I created, it's going to ask me if I want to void it, and if I hit yes, it'll disappear from the list. The void option is used in place of a delete option so that an audit trail is established. By default, the voided notes won't be displayed in the list. However, if you want to view the voided records, you can choose to check Show Voided Notes. Previously voided records will now be displayed and can be identified by a yes in the void column. In addition, the voided by and voided on fields will also be displayed, telling us who voided it and what time they voided it. If you wanted to change a note, you could simply click on it and hit Edit, and you'd end up in the same screen that you normally see when you're adding a new note. And here you can just change the category, any information in it. You can change the due date. I don't have anything that I can currently change because this note was entered by a different user and both of these are voided. You can also choose to sort notes by either the date that they were created, by who created them specifically, or by note category. To print notes, we just go down to the bottom and select Print. And we can choose to print one note at a time, or if we wanted to select multiple notes, we could do as the wording down here tells us to, and hold Control, and click on each other note one at a time after that. And then if we hit Output, it's going to give us a list of any notes that were entered. Please note that you can grant users full access, read-only access, or no access to the notes screen by going into the admin options and choosing user access to applicant options. Someone who has full access can delete the notes of other users. Someone who has read-only access can only edit or change their own notes, but cannot change notes created by others. And those with no access can't see anything or change anything in the screen at all.